Hello everyone. Today we have another interesting story about a lazy boy who was actually very intelligent. By the end of this story, we will learn how even a lazy person can overcome laziness when they find the right motivation. And while listening, we will also learn a few new English words and simple sentences that help improve our English in a fun way. So stay with us until the end. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village surrounded by green hills, there lived a young boy named Daniel. Daniel lived with his mother and father in a small wooden house near a river. Daniel was known in the village as a very lazy boy. He was clever, but he hated doing hard work. Every morning, Daniel helped his father in the vegetable garden. His job was simple. He had to watch the garden and keep the rabbits away from eating the vegetables. Most farmers walked around the garden to scare the rabbits away, but Daniel didn't like walking too much. So one day he made a clever plan. He tied small bells to strings and stretched the strings across the garden. Whenever a rabbit touched the string, the bell rang loudly. This scared the rabbits away. Daniel could sit under a tree and relax while the bells did the work for him. His father often watched him and felt worried. "My son is smart," his father thought, "but he is too lazy. What will happen if I cannot work one day?" However, Daniel always finished his small tasks, so his father never complained too much. One year, a terrible drought came to the village. The river became very small, and the crops started drying up. Around the same time, Daniel's father became very sick and could not work in the garden anymore. Now, Daniel had to do everything by himself. At first, he tried to work hard, but the garden was big, and he quickly became tired. Many plants died because they did not get enough water. Daniel felt helpless. One evening, he sat by the river feeling sad. "I should have worked harder before," he said quietly. "Now my family is in trouble." The next morning, something surprising happened in the village square. A royal messenger arrived from the king's palace. He announced that the king was holding a special competition. The winner would receive a large bag of gold coins. Daniel immediately became interested. "If I win that gold," he thought, "I can help my family and save our garden." Many villagers laughed when Daniel said he would compete. "You?" they said. "You are the laziest boy in the village." But Daniel ignored them. He had 4 days to reach the palace, so he started his journey early the next morning. After several days of walking, Daniel finally arrived at the palace. Many strong and confident people had gathered for the competition. Seeing them made Daniel nervous. "How can I beat all these strong people?" he wondered. Soon, the king's guard explained the first challenge. In front of them was a wide river. The contestants had to cross the river, and the first 3 people to reach the other side would move to the final round. The signal was given. 3, 2, 1, go! Everyone jumped into the river and started swimming quickly. But Daniel did not jump in. Instead, he looked around carefully. Then he ran to the nearby trees and collected several long branches. Using vines and sticks, he quickly built a simple floating raft. "This is a race to cross the river, not a swimming race," Daniel said to himself. While the others struggled in the water and became tired, Daniel calmly paddled across the river using a long stick. Slowly but steadily, he passed many swimmers. In the end, Daniel reached the other side in 3rd place. He had qualified for the final round. The next day, the final competition began. Each contestant received a large wooden cube. The task was to move the cube 2 kilometers to the finish line. Behind them was a table filled with different tools: ropes, sticks, wheels, and metal hooks. Each contestant could choose only one tool. The first contestant grabbed a rope and began dragging the cube. The second contestant picked a strong metal hook and pushed the cube slowly. Daniel stood quietly and thought for a long time. "I cannot beat them with strength, but maybe I can use my brain," he said. Finally, Daniel picked a small hammer. The crowd looked confused. "What can he do with a hammer?" people whispered. But Daniel had an idea. Instead of pushing the cube, Daniel started breaking its sharp edges. He slowly shaped the cube into a round ball. It took time, but eventually the cube became a wooden sphere. Now, instead of pushing a heavy cube, Daniel simply rolled the ball forward. The other contestants were still struggling to drag their blocks along the road. Daniel pushed the wooden ball easily and quickly past them. Soon he reached the finish line first. The crowd began cheering loudly. The king himself stood up and smiled. "No one expected the lazy boy to win," he said, "but today you proved that intelligence and determination can achieve great things." Daniel received the bag of gold coins and returned to his village. With the money, he helped his family repair their garden and build a better irrigation system. From that day forward, Daniel was no longer known as the lazy boy. Instead, people called him the clever boy who learned to work hard for the people he loved. This story teaches us an important lesson. Sometimes lazy people are actually very smart, but intelligence alone is not enough. When we find a strong reason, like helping our family or chasing our dreams, we can overcome laziness and do amazing things. And remember, learning English can also be fun when we learn through stories like this one. So keep practicing, keep learning new words, and keep improving every day. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next story.